blah, 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 blah. It's all we ever hear, isn't it? An incessant stream of blah, blah, blah all the time. Anyway, that's not what this video is about. I want to talk to you about finding meaning in difficult times. So before I start, if you like my content, please hit the subscribe button. And it would really help me if you've got anything to say about what I'm saying. Please leave a comment. Give me a thumbs up as well. I'd really appreciate that. You can give me a thumbs down if you don't like what I'm saying, but I prefer a thumbs up. Okay, so without a shadow of a doubt, 2020 has been the most difficult year of my life. And I know that that applies to many people as well. Particularly back in the summer when I would say that I'd fully awakened to what was really going on. And around about the time in July when the face masks in public were made mandatory, I was personally left in a state of abject shock, not just at the measure itself, but the seeming ease with which people adapted to a very, very oppressive and backward measure. It really gave me a jolt and provided proof to me that society's sick. But you know what my views on that are. But if you're watching this video and you've had a tough time yourself and you're maybe looking forward to Christmas, but maybe a little bit worried, concerned, or very concerned and worried about what next year is going to bring, for example, a January lockdown, which is probably going to happen, let's face up to it, then I just want to try and kind of provide some inspiration to you, really, because what I've found, despite having the toughest time, certainly in terms of my mental health this year and some pretty severe depression at times, is I've come out the other side of it with a renewed strength of purpose, feeling more resilient than ever. I think I am quite a resilient person anyway, but more to the point, with a renewed sense of purpose and meaning. And I think it relates to feeling liberated, even though, as you know, I think that we are now living under the cloak of tyranny. I personally and individually feel liberated. And the reason I feel liberated is because I have been speaking my personal truth. And I am doing what I know is right, what my heart and my gut is telling me is the right thing to do, which is to show a level of disobedience, which is to challenge what I know is wrong, and which is to speak out and not participate in the lie. And I'm not saying that I know what the truth is, because I may have said this before. I don't think there's such a thing as the truth. In fact, I believe the pursuit of the truth is even more dangerous than the propagation of the lie. I'm talking about personal truth, my number one value, personal truth. And I've realised this year that truth is really all that ever matters. Everything else stems from truth, personal truth. And it's liberating. And I want to say to anybody who is acting against their better instincts, who is behaving in ways that they've been told to behave by the media and the government, who are obeying rules that they feel dubious about or dislike, or feel are not in perspective, or just plain wrong. Stop following them. Pay attention to what your instinct, to what your inner being, your inner essence, your inner God is telling you to do. Pay attention to that. Pay more attention to what your intuition is telling you than anybody else, let alone the media and the government. And I promise you, you will feel immediately a sense of liberation. You won't feel fear anymore. You won't. You'll know that you're acting out of integrity and that you're doing what you know is the right thing to do. And you'll feel free. You'll feel emotionally and mentally free. and you'll have a renewed sense of confidence and purpose and energy. I promise you, you will. So that is my message, particularly heading into next year, which promises to be a tough year. We don't know what's coming down the tracks. Things could get worse. And if they do, then we all need to have a conversation with ourselves and find the courage to do what we know deep down is the right thing to do and find that personal liberation. Okay, that's my message. I hope that provides you with a little bit of inspiration. I hope you like the Christmas tree. Please leave a comment and I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.